Well, hey folks, BZ7 here. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks very much for stopping by today. I do appreciate it. We are, well, looking at a rather bleak day here. This is the sort of thing I would expect to see at 6 in the morning, but as you can see, it is darn near 9 a.m. And, okay, so this is what our wondrous silage has produced. 13,142 liters of the biogas. Well, certainly not record-breaking, but much better than the 2,000 liters we had previously. So, okie dokie. Again, I'm not sure yet what we'll do with digest date. I think we will we'll find something to use it up. I think you can even use it as a fertilizer, but I may be wrong. It's something I have very, very little, if not no, knowledge of whatsoever. So let me grab my controller here. So, alright. Yeah, speaking of records, I think I set a record on Steam this morning for the amount of time between purchasing a game and refunding it. And this particular device here reminds me of it. The Pocket Edition of Construction Simulator. Now, it came out about a month ago, and I thought, well, that's kind of cool. I mean, even if it is just a, you know, a port of a mobile game, it looks kind of cool. And I saw one or two people give it a go, and it looked, you know, I mean, obviously not amazing. It is, as I said, a port of a mobile game. But it looked kind of fun. Now, at the time, I didn't pick it up because anyone who bought Construction Sim 15 was supposed to get it at a 50% discount. Stop rolling backwards, please. Now, oddly enough, it kept showing up at full price in my store page. And then I started seeing complaints about that on the forums. So I thought, okay, you know, the devs will get right on this. Well, it took them a while. Let's just say that. In fact, it took them a bloody long time. Alright, I seem to be stuck here. How about I get back in? I finally found a place I absolutely cannot get out of this vehicle. There we go. Yeah, it took them a while, but they did eventually get it. So I happened to notice on my store page this morning that there it was at the proper discount. Oh, by the way, we have now 8, I believe. Yeah, 8 stacks ready to go. So there's about 40K in lumber piled up there. So very nice. We got another 2 there. So we've actually got 10 stacks ready to go. So yeah, anyway, I purchased this thing. And I hope I can find my way home here in the Frog. And I install it, and I light up my recording software, and I fire up the thing. And it's showing all the controls for a Xbox or 360 controller. And yet, my controller does nothing. And my keyboard and mouse do nothing as well. I can basically select a profile, because that square is lit up when you launch the game. I can't go into options, I can't do anything else, and I cannot complete the selection of the profile, because when it takes you to the next step, which is to pick your character, it won't actually pick one. If I attempt to skip that to go to character color, it won't actually pick one. Without picking either of those, it won't let you continue. So yeah, basically neither the keyboard and mouse or the controller worked. I did the verify your files thing, as that was one suggestion that was made and may or may not have actually worked for someone. Did nothing. I went into my hardware settings to make sure that my Xbox 360 controller was in fact active, and it was set as the sort of go-to controller as opposed to my HOTAS, which I don't think I would particularly want to try and play that game with. And it indeed was. So everything functioned properly. I tried, of course, lighting the game up between each of these little maneuvers to see if there was improvement. There was not. I unplugged my controller, plugged it back in, yada yada yada. Nothing. Basically, it just, I don't know. So I thought, you know what? All things considered, and the real tipping point was when I noticed who the devs had answering their questions on the forum. A dude known as Psycho Cow. And if the name's familiar, it's because you've dealt with some UIG games before. Yeah. So, I don't know. At any rate, I have refunded it. So, 'tis no more. Yes, indeed. I believe I had a minute 48 into the game when I refunded it. So yeah, there wasn't any question that I just overplayed it and didn't want it anymore, that's for sure. So yeah, just thought I'd share that with you guys. How's this coming along? 12,000 liters of slurry, that's not bad. That's starting to build up a little bit. Whoopsie. And of course, it's a new day. The cows want to be cleaned and yada yada yada. But so I sometimes laugh about the physics on this map, and I mean, how can you help it? Sometimes, and sometimes, like this morning, pretty much just before I went live here, I was loading up our little trailer. Now, I'll be the first to admit, I'm probably using that trailer for a lot of things. It really wasn't all that, maybe, you know, designed to do. But then you run into Giant's physics. Now, I had 4 pallets, I guess you would say, of the medicinal beans ready for taken up to the Coca-Cola plant. Oh, sorry. And I went to put the 5th one on, and I either touched the corner of the trailer or I touched the corner of another pallet. But not only did it send the trailer spinning, I was actually parked here, facing the other way. Not only did it send the trailer spinning to where you currently see it, and from the looks of things, if that greenhouse hadn't been in the way, yeah, it would have just kept going. The contents of the trailer, I picked up one of the crates here. The furthest one actually made it right to the edge of this field, right about here. So, yeah, from the other side of that greenhouse. And the rest of them all landed in various spots within the greenhouse property. So, yeah, there's times when the Giant's physics is just... And that meant go back to square one. Now, at that point, I thought, yeah. And I simply used my superhuman strength and picked them up by hand and re-put them on the pallet. Again, a very shaky proposition, because if you touch one against anything that's a solid object, they go into a high-speed spin, which tends to launch them orbitward. So, yeah, it's a thing. We can, I suppose, only hope, truly hope, that FS19 has, you know, once again addressed the physics in the game. You know, at least to a degree where, well, oops, nicely done, sir. At least to the degree where you can not waste so much time when things go slightly awry. I mean, if you want to, you know, if you hit something solid and it falls off the fork or knocks it out of your hand, that's cool. But, yeah, the whole, you know, orbital trajectory thing, oh, That's not really what I wanted. Is it this then? Yes, it is. Look at that. And then Y? No? I was sure it was Y to unload. Oh, well, we'll go... Well, that's right. I think with these guys, because he used R instead of I as the unload, I don't think it works the same on the controller either. So let's... wrong one. There we go. Okay, a quick $439. I'm almost thinking it's time to move up to a slightly bigger milk can. You know? But for now, I don't really want to spend the money. There's a shocker. I know, eh? What can you say? So, let's return this whee thing. I mean, you could get a few of them, but they only hook up one at a time. So, and I don't think they're exactly trailer friendly. Although, let's face it, what is? Because they come on this red stand. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's terribly, you know, pallet friendly. That's another thing I've thought about. Would be a nice addition to FS19 if they got a little more involved with the front loader. You know, what it does and doesn't do. Specifically, what I would like to see is a functional pallet. You know what I mean? So if I have an item like this, for instance, and I want to take it somewhere, or I want to stack 6 of them on a trailer, let's say, okay, I would like to be able to set this on a pallet, pick the pallet up, and set the pallet on a trailer. I mean, probably what you would do in, you know, real life, or one of those weird scenarios. But I think that would be a good concept, an actual working pallet. Because I'm sure there's a lot of things we could put on pallets to move. That's probably kind of an odd place. Let's try here instead. There we are. This one? Yes, look at that. I'm learning the controls. The game's only out for another month. Yes, yes, indeed. Alright. So, up next, we might as well deal with this thing, eh? Now, I'm gonna try something really goofy iffy here. I'm just gonna feather this throttle. See if I can keep moving at a good 1/8 of a mile an hour here. Beautiful. Give a little push. Little push. And good. Wow. I did not think that would be possible. Whew. That was what we like to call in the business iffy. I don't know what business that is, but it's definitely iffy. Okay. Oh, don't be doing weird... I don't like the way that one is bouncing. Steady. Steady. Nah. Don't yank it around like that, man. Alright, now... Oh, God, look at that. It's just horrible. We'll put the handy-dandy strap-me-ons. Never mind. Alright, there is a control to lift this. B. There we go. There we go, darling. No, man. That's barely on there, isn't it? I almost think it's time to find myself another trailer. I wonder what we have. I mean, this works, but, you know, he's not great. You gotta be really easy on corners, too. Alright, now, let's just see what else I have. I don't think I've got anything in a modded version, but that's quite alright. There we are. Now, tip errors? Possibly. But I'm thinking we're probably going to find something a little more suitable in the baling technology tab. Alright, we've got this guy. The only thing I don't like is, of course, it's a dolly. So, alright, now, yeah. Which, I mean, the other nice thing, I mean, at $2,000, how can you go wrong, right? Well, apparently you can. Let's go to tippers. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Dang it. Let's go to tippers. Good. Because I think I have a modded tipper that goes total flat. Here we go. This guy. Again, or is it this guy? Or are these the same? Okay. So what's the deal with these guys then? That's it, eh? I think it's this one, actually. Additional walls, standard body. So we could get this version. Yeah, we'll probably give that a try at some point. Or I'll look for a mod, one or the other. But I do think that our time with this trailer is pretty much through. Now, the Coca-Cola thing. That's up the hill, is it not? I believe so. There's that old fella down there fishing. I suppose I should get down there one of these days and see if he has a pulse. He's been there an awful long time. You know, I don't see any flies or anything, but it is winter. He can just be sort of preserved. Hard to say. Hard to say. I think it's hard to get up this hill. So yeah, I guess, sad to say, I will, okay. Did I not hide the Coca-Cola plant back here? Uh-oh. We got this guy. Now I think I've got to bring logs here, don't I? That's kind of scary. Kind of scary. Well, if it's not here, then it's, off by the Baga. Easy on these corners. I mean, I know the straps will hold it on, but I'm afraid the trailer will tip. And I think if the trailer tips, it's got enough weight, it will probably, you know, yank us over as well. So, whoa, there's a camera angle you don't want to have. Well done, Giants. There. Now that's actually quite a neat mod once we get into it. You do have your bees active during a certain time of day, etc., etc. So, kind of cool. Alright, now... Oh, can I not go that way? No. That is the problem with shortcuts, isn't it? Sometimes, well, they're just not. Just not. All right. Okay. Well, that's everybody. Let's get rid of the... Oh, the straps look good there, eh? Yeah. Alright. Oh. It looks like we might have some product. Let's just get out of the way here. Alright, let's have a look, shall we? Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, ooh. They're all full. So, let's just drag them off of there. Oh man, that's a heavy pile. Oh, okay. Oops. I think we might have messed with our little dolly. Quit playing with my dolly. Okay. There we go. So now it should slowly start to produce more, I believe. If we have everything we require, do we? Do we? We have a little bit of water. We could use more. Stop. I get a lot of creep in Farm Sim as well with the controller, I find. That I don't seem to get with a lot of other games. That's okay. Alright. That was good delivery. So the other thing I have to consider too, let's just quickly have a look here, is where we're going to be bringing logs from. You know, do I need a trailer? Is that going to be a thing? I mean, we've definitely got some forest out here, but is it the sort of thing I'm actually going to be able to drag through the gate, etc., etc.? Yeah, I guess, in fact, our best bet would probably be starting with these guys, eh? Boom, 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 move this row out. And we can work our way around. Well, there's certainly enough here to get it started, eh? certainly enough. Because I do believe that we need pallets and logs to make this puppy go, if I remember correctly. So let's have a look here. Our biogas and logs, sorry, it produces pallets. Alright, so yeah. So, how about... Yeah, too bad those are on the other side of the fence. I want to set my sawdust, I think. I'm going to set it to 0. Just because I don't want to clean up the mess. How's that for a lazy booger? That's what I like the most about that mod, by the way. Yeah. Is that if you choose to, you can do that. Look, Ma, no mess. Alright. Now, did I just wipe out the facility I'm going to get running? Oops. Alright, now we'll want to get rid of the tip. Just the tip. It's one of those days. Let's give her a cut. I just want some small light pieces that I can pack over there by hand. So we're going to make quite a few cuts here. And it's only for this initial experiment that I won't be producing any sawdust. We'll go back to normal after this. Man, I think I got to sharpen the chain. That took forever. Alright, fine. Alright, now, where exactly would they like us to put the logs? Looks like that would be here, eh? Alrighty, I can do this. Let's grab this little skinky piece from the end. There we go. Seeing as it shouldn't really weigh anything. There we go. Turns it into a... I mean, obviously that wasn't very much, eh? Still working on the first placeable one there. You can see that. Yeah, moving these little 6-foot long sections isn't too difficult a way to do this when we got the wood so close anyway. But obviously this will be a much better process once I get the log loader and stuff up here and we can really get this going. Man, that's still just one log, eh? One tree, one log. Yes, indeed. Give a little pitch. Do-do-do-do. And let's grab our last one here. This is actually a little bigger than you'd normally carry, but oops, eh? Oops, indeed. And give her a little toss. Perfect. So there you are. 3 logs full. Wow. That went up in a hurry. Okay, so, yeah, we need to get that biogas over here. But I think we're going to leave that until next episode. I'm also going to have a little lookaboo. See if I can't find a more suitable trailer, maybe something we can switch between, you know, logging sides, flat bale, all of that goody stuff. So, indeed. Alright. But in the meantime, guys, I think I'm going to call the episode here. I do hope everybody enjoy. And let me know. Leave lots of comments. I do like chatting with all of my fine viewers. And, yeah, we will see you here next time. This has been Species7 for Watts Farm. Take care of each other, folks. And ciao for now.